behalf of Embassy in Pakistan, I welcome you all to Pakistan House. As you all know, that today we have gathered here to commemorate Kashmir Solidarity Day, reaffirming our support to the legitimate Kashmiri struggle for the realization of their right to self-determination that is being denied to them by India for the last 79 years. We shall start in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. For the recitation of Holy Quran, I invite Mr. Asad.
First of all, I'm honored to join on the significant occasion of Keşmir Solidarity Day, reaffirming our support for the resilient people of Jammu and Kashmir. Today we stand united with our Kashmiri brothers and sisters, and we acknowledge their legitimate struggle for self-determination, and we reiterate our commitment to their just cause. Their steadfastness in the face of hardship inspires us all, and their unyielding struggle for justice calls upon the conscience of the world for solidarity, accountability, and the protection of the fundamental human rights. Excellencies, distinguished participants, the OIC, as the collective voice of Islamic Ummah, has constantly stood by the people of Jammu and Kashmir in their just and legitimate struggle. At its 51st session held in Istanbul in June 2025, the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers reaffirmed their steadfast support for the Kashmiri people and their inalienable right to self-determination in accordance with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions. The Council adopted a resolution which strongly condemns Indians' unlawful actions undertaken since the beginning, including efforts to alter the democratic struggle of the occupied territory in violation of international law and the 4th Geneva Convention. Furthermore, the CFM also mandated continued monitoring of the situation by the OIC General Secretariat and the Contact Group of Jammu Kashmir. Excellencies, distinguished participants, in May 2024, during the 15th Islamic Summit in Banjul, the OIC Contact Group on Jammu Kashmir reviewed the current political and security situation and highlighted the arbitrary detentions, media censorship, and the use of force against the civilians. The Contact Group reiterated the significance of Jammu Kashmir dispute on the OIC's agenda and reaffirmed its commitment to Kashmir's people's right to self-determination. And in its recent conference held in Jakarta in May 2025, of the Parliamentary Union of OIC member countries, called upon India to facilitate the visit of the OIC fact-finding mission to Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir to conduct an impartial and non-biased assessment of human rights situation. Distinguished participants, while our focus today is Jammu Kashmir, we cannot ignore the broader challenges facing the Islamic Ummah. The OIC has condemned in its strongest terms the ongoing Israel aggression against the Palestinian people. These all struggles for freedom, justice, and dignity must remain central to our collective conscience and diplomatic engagement. On this solemn day, we renew our pledge to stand with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. We advocate for their right to self-determination as enshrined in the international law, and we work collectively towards a just and peaceful resolution of the conflict. May Allah grant strength to the Kashmiri people in their steadfast pursuit of justice, and may Allah guide us all on the path of righteousness. Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullahi ve
Berekatuhu. Saygıdeğer konuklar. With your kind permission, I would like to address my speech in Turkish language to give messages to our Turkish community. Hepinizi öncelikle saygıyla, muhabbetle selamlıyor ve 5 Şubat Keşmir Dayanışma Günü'nün bütün dünyaya, bütün bir özgür dünyaya hayırlı olmasını diliyorum. Sözlerimin başında Ocak ayının sonunda hayata gözlerini yuman Çodri Sultan Mahmud Keşmir, Azad Keşmir Cumhurbaşkanı'nı rahmet ve minnetle anıyorum. Allah rahmet eylesin. Yine Pakistan Silahlı Kuvvetleri'nin hem Belucistan eyaletinde hem Khyber Pakhtunkhwa bölgesinde özellikle terörizmle mücadelesinde hayatını kaybeden bütün Pakistan Silahlı Kuvvetleri'ne ait askerlerimizin şehadetini diyorum. Rabbim şehadetlerini kabul etsin ve Pakistan halkına başsağlığı dileklerimi buradan iletiyorum. Pakistan terörle mücadelesinde ve Keşmir mücadelesinde asla yalnız kalmayacak, yalnız yürümeyecek. Türkiye'deki Türk kardeşleri de hem terörle mücadelesinde hem de Keşmir mücadelesinde Pakistanlı kardeşlerimizin yanında olmaya devam edeceğiz. Keşmir fiziki anlamda Anadolu'ya, Anadolu insanına her ne kadar çok uzak olsa da ruhani anlamda, manevi anlamda 0 kilometremizde olan bir coğrafya. Keşmir'in 1948 yılından bu yana neler yaşadığını, hangi acılara maruz kaldığını, hangi travmalara maruz kaldığını Anadolu insanları olarak buradan çok yakından hissediyor ve takip ediyoruz, yaşıyoruz. Özellikle 1989 yılından sonra meydana gelen ve artan şiddet dozunun hangi travmalara yol açtığını, bölgeyi sadece Keşmir meselesinin bölgesel bir istikrarsızlık yaratan unsur olmaktan çıkartıp küresel bir barışı tehdit eden bir noktaya nasıl geldiğini uzun yıllardan bu yana izliyoruz. Maalesef ki son 30-35 yıl içerisinde yaklaşık 100 bin Keşmirli kardeşimiz sivil hayatını bu şiddet sarmalı içerisinde kaybetti. Yüz binlerce çocuk sonunda da arz edildiği üzere yetim kaldı. On binlerce Keşmirli kadın maalesef ki tecavüze uğradı. Bununla birlikte Keşmir meselesi sadece Pakistan'la Hindistan arasında Pakistan-Hindistan ayrışmasının tamamlanmamış bir parçası olmaktan çıkıp bölgesel istikrarı, bölgesel barışı ve küresel barışı tehdit eden hale geldi. Aslında bu konunun çözümü son derece basitti. Çünkü 1948 yılından bu yana uluslararası örgütlerin, başta Birleşmiş Milletler Güvenlik Konseyi olmak üzere almış olduğu çok sayıda kararlar vardı. Ve bu kararlar genellikle de ağırlıklı olarak da Keşmir halkının kendi geleceğini kendisi tayin etmesi yönünde alınmış son derece kıymetli, önemli uluslararası kararlardı. Hindistan buna önceleri pozitif yaklaşmasına rağmen daha sonra belki bir takım küçük menfaatleri göz önünde tutarak maalesef bu uluslararası örgütlerin başta Birleşmiş Milletler olmak üzere, Güvenlik Konseyi olmak üzere almış olduğu bu kararları maalesef ihlal etti ve 1948'den bu yana da Birleşmiş Milletler'in kararlarını, bu yönde almış olduğu kararları ihlal etmeye devam ediyor. Özellikle 5 Ağustos 2019 yılında Cammu Keşmir'e kısmi özellik tanıyan 370. maddenin ortadan kaldırılmasıyla birlikte aslında Hindistan Keşmir'i istikrarsızlaştırmaya yönelik, bölgeyi istikrarsızlaştırmaya yönelik yeni bir adım attı. Bu adım aslında bir bakıma da incelendiğinde Keşmir'i Asya'nın Filistin'i haline dönüştürme adımı halinde okunabilir. Çünkü Keşmir'in o zevklik maddesini ortadan kaldırmak demek, Keşmir'i bir bütün olarak tamamen ilhak etmek ve Hindistan sınırları içerisine dahil etmek demek. Hindistan bu süreçte aslında kendisine rol model olarak çok yanlış bir model alıyor. Filistin'i, orada İsrail'in Filistin'e uyguladığı bir takım yöntemleri model alarak aslında Keşmir'i Asya'nın Filistin'i haline getirmeye çalışıyor. Srinagar'ı Keşmir'in Gazze'si haline getirmeye çalışıyor. Aslında bu rol model doğru bir model değil. Hindistan, Asya'nın İsrail'i olmamalı. Modi, Asya'nın ve Keşmir'in Netanyahu'su olmamalı. Çünkü bu rol modeller bütün bir dünyanın barışını tehdit eden son derece ciddi ve yanlış rol modeller.
All of the distinguished participants. Let me start by offering my deepest condolences over the sad demise of Justice Sultan, who recently passed away and was known to be a beacon of struggle for the just cause of the Kashmiris. May God grant him the best place in London and give his family the strength to bear this irreparable loss. I'm also honored and extremely grateful to all my Turkish brothers and sisters who have gathered here today upon our invitation, but as an expression of the Turkish voice for the oppressed people of Kashmir. Your presence today is a testimony to the fact that fairness and justice is there in the world, although there are many ways of finding it not being there. But the way you all spoke, the way from your heart and from your mind, whatever you stated, these are not just words. These are things which are extremely important for Kashmiri people and for all freedom lovers all over the world who believe in ethical humanity and right of freedom. Extremely grateful to you for your beautiful words and support. Turkey has always been a model to the world in terms of Kashmir because the support which the government of people of the Turkey and particularly President Erdogan has always shown and given to the Kashmiri cause is a remarkable thing. Whenever the echoes of Kashmir were there in United Nations through the President, the Kashmiris felt that their case has been presented in the most important and open way. We are extremely grateful to the government and the people of Turkey for this kind of support. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard a lot. You have seen the movie. A lot of people have said many things. My Turkish is not that good that I can say that I was able to digest every word of it, but I could get the gist of the feelings. Very briefly, I would just like to tell you why this happened and what is the reason why this continued. It happened because of an unjust act. The arrangement at the time of Party Hill 47 was that the Muslim majority areas would become Pakistan, Hindu majority areas would become Hindustan or India or Bharat. I don't know which name to call it. But whatever it was, the Raja, the Maharaja of Kashmir, illegally sided with the Indian authorities. People rejected it, they revolted. Within no time, half of Kashmir was liberated. And that was the time when India rushed to the United Nations, to the Security Council, to the General Assembly, and they asked for peace. It was agreed that the Kashmiris will be given the right of self-determination through a fair and impartial plebiscite. India accepted this. This arrangement was accepted by India, but till today, they have never implemented it. They moved away from it under one pretense or the other, under one act of oppression or the other, under one illegal articulation of any law or the other. But the fact remains, no, it was illegal occupation and taxation. Millions of Kashmiris have around martyrdom. Rapes have been committed, illegal detentions, forceful detention, children are subjected to barbaric warfares, women were raped, people died. Yet, the oppression continued. Why was there